In line with his more agenda and plans to revamp Delta State with meaningful projects, the Special Advisor on Project Monitoring and Audit to the Delta State Governor, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborevwori, Engineer Dr. Goodnews Agbi, has opined that the Oborevwori-led administration is primed to changing the landscape of Delta State with meaningful projects going on simultaneously across the state. Dr. Agbi made this known via a chat with newsmen during a project inspection exercise across Delta State recently. It should be noted that Agbi and his team of seasoned professional engineers in the Project Monitoring Commission have been relentless in their quest to making sure that quality projects are delivered to Deltans, just as the governor has instructed, with their regular checks on projects ongoing to make sure that Deltans get the best value for money spent. The day's exercise kicked off at Ozoro, where Dr. Agbi and his team visited the ongoing construction works at the Delta State University of Science and Technology, Ozoro, Faculty of Medical Sciences, and when we spoke to Agbi, he revealed his findings and also got assurance from the site engineer, Engineer Solomon Edegele, that the project will be ready for commissioning by the end of 2024.
What we feel about some of the structural problems, it's not a problem anyway. The beam, the length of the beam, we feel that it is too long. It has passed the normal the span of a beam without introducing a column in between. But there's a way we can go over it. They've explained they want to use load-bearing walls, but they need to come to the office so that we can all look at it together. But that does not stop what they are doing.
Comparatively, you people were not the ones that did the drawings.
No.
So, comparatively, will you say that what you have gone around to see meets modern standards?
Yes.
In terms of
finishes.
In a school environment, the components, the parts, and other areas that need to have when it comes to having a faculty of this nature. Like
where you have the professor's office, the lecturer's office, and is it not what you are referring to? Yes. I think it met it. Yes. The contractor is here. He will also speak to you people.
Funding of the project, and as you can see, like he explained, work is ongoing, and this project is just barely 7 months old, and we are given a confirmation that by end of the year, the project will be handed over.
What termination date were you given?
December. Yes.
You are hopeful that?
Yeah, you can see what we have done in barely 6 months, and that takes you that, and you can see the number of people who are inside are working. The workers are dead, so it's...
in any way affected by variation in terms of pricing, in terms of...
Yeah, the issue of variation is there, but we are not complaining about it yet. We are doing our job as planned. We'll deliver on the date to look at the issue of variation, but that doesn't stop us from doing our work.
From Ozoro, the team moved to Ughelli and inspected some road projects along Otorwudu Junction in Ughelli North before making their way to Orerokpe in Orerokpe local government to inspect the remodeling and construction of buildings at the Delta State University of Technology Orerokpe campus. Agbi also gave his assessment where he posited that despite the paucity of funds, that the Governor Sheriff Oborevwori's led administration is primed to changing the landscape of Delta State with projects. We also spoke to site engineers, Engineer Ifeanyi and Engineer Ada Simon Peter, and they spoke on the scope of the projects, assuring Agbi and his team that the works will be completed in no distant time.
Delta State University of Science and Technology. This is the Orerokpe campus.
So far, what have you seen?
As you can see, the serious work is ongoing. You understand, both in the structure, the road, even you can see that piles are being laid to take new structures. So the work is moving on very well. University community, once it is finished, life will start bubbling here. You understand? And all those buildings we went to check, all the hostels and everything will be filled with people. Spoken to the engineers, they said they have done integrity test. Once you have done integrity test and there is result, they said the results in the office, which we are going to collect when we leave here. And then you have done integrity test. That's the only way we structural engineers will know that the building is structurally stable or structurally unfit for people to inhabit. With the volume of work going on here, there's a strong commitment. And it's not only this. You've been going around with us. You see the project going on. Even with the change of prices of material that slowed down some contractors, projects are still going. We check one in Ughelli, we check one in the main campus. So the governor is committed. As I said in the other interview, I said we should thank God for having him as our governor. And that is the truth. He has changed the landscape of the whole state. You can see it even with the paucity of funds. So we should cooperate with him. And I'm sure all the contractors here, you should do your work accordingly. Once you are, as you are being paid, you do work and do it professionally. Do quality job. And that's why we, as you can see, we assess even the mix ratio. The water they were using in one of those places, the borehole water was mixed with with surface water. We asked them to stop and use another borehole that is bringing clean water. Because when you have this dirty water, it affects the strength of the concrete.
Deny fine. October.
Okay, for the public out there, what do we have?
This is because you know this is campus of its own. So this is the faculty building A that is going to house the office of the provost, the senior lecturer, the professors, and classroom blocks also is here. That is what you are seeing behind us.
What are other structures?
Okay, we within this campus, the remodeling, we have the lecture hall, 3 in number. We have the residential area, which have the dean of the provost house, that is the lodge. The lodge. We have the senior lecturers lodge. We have 2 bedroom, 4 units. We have 1 bedroom, that is 4 units. And 6 units. Then we'll have the 3 bedroom, 4 units. Then we'll have the clinic. Then we'll have the cafeteria where the would use. Then we'll have the hostel, female and the male hostel.
All this one you said they will be ready by October.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you from your, you can see that those ones we've done the roofing and the plastering is already going on. Yeah, and the wiring also.
Are there any challenges towards the completion of this project before October or on October?
We are meant for the challenges. That's why we are working here, because any challenges that arises, you are meant to tackle them. You can see we're able to create roads, to create access for us to be able to access going down the back of the site, because the nature of the site here is not motorable. So we have to fill and create alternative routes that help us to access the site.
Engineer Ada Simon Peter.
Which company, sir?
Peculiar Consult Limited.
Yeah. How well are you working here, sir?
Yeah, you can see our scope of work covers the road, the drain, the retaining wall for defense, and the 500 seater capacity auditorium. That's our.
And everything progressing according.
Yes, everything is progressing according. Despite the challenges, we are moving on.
Will it meet the timeline? Will it meet the?
Yes.
When are you expected to finish?
Well, that October. October, yes.
October.
But there are other ones that came in late to increase our scope of work. So those ones might overlap a little bit to November.
But the major one will finish by October.
Yes, by October.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
My name is Oborevwori, and this is Rero TV. Thank you for watching.